All right, I'm posting this video right here. I'm on social media a little bit more than I normally do, and I'm seeing a lot of people talking about karma. Uh, some people don't quite understand what karma is. Um, Let me give you kind of a brief rundown of what karma is. I know um, I've experienced it. A lot of people experienced it. Um, really, to be honest, it's subject to anybody. Anybody can experience karma. And the bad thing about karma is that there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about whatever you do unto somebody else going to be done unto you. Okay, I hear a lot of preachers preaching on that. That's true. That's very true. Uh, I've been a witness of it and on both ends. And sometimes it's not nice. And a lot of people talk about God of love, which God is love, but God is also a God of wrath. What people don't understand is there's some laws in place. Like we have laws out here, laws of the land, laws, man laws. Man even got his own laws. A lot of them legit, some of them ain't. It's something they come up with. But anyway, there's some laws of nature. And these have been set in place. Nothing nobody can do about it. It's nothing nobody can stop it. I take that back. It is, you can counteract some things that happen to you because you did to somebody else. It's just a simple, sometimes God will withhold his judgment on somebody because they went back and made things right. And their intent was not a heart intent. A lot of times there's a lot of evilness out here. There's a lot of deception out here in the world. And people are a lot of people are very deceptive. Uh, some of y'all see it. People come up to you, they smile in your face, and then behind your back, they working mischief. Uh, there's a lot of that going on. And it's just that we find ourselves in, it all depends on a man's heart. Uh, you just gotta see where a person, God knows our heart. He knows the intent of every man's heart before we even do what we do. So I try to be nice to everybody. If I do say something or do something, I try my very best to apologize. If God brings it to my attention that I've misused or done somebody wrong, I feel like I owe them an apology. But uh, but once He shows you that and you don't do that, then you put yourself into a place of judgment. And sometimes people just practice mischief. Some people just, that's just a way of life for them. I mean, that's bad. It's bad to say, but it is. And I've always been told, and I believe this, that, I used to fear going into a graveyard. And I remember my grandfather telling me, it ain't the people in the graveyard you need to fear. They dead. It's these that walk around in these suits that you need to fear. And he's true. I've experienced that. I experienced that in some bad ways. So there's not much out here over my 50-some years living on this earth. I've experienced people doing stuff behind my back to get rid of me, eliminate me, or whatever they want to do, whatever their intent is in doing what they do. I don't sit around and try to figure that out. I've walked away from some situations that I felt like I was done wrong. I felt like it wasn't right, but I just held my peace. And that's when you hold your peace, that's when God fights your battles. Just don't say anything. So I walked away from a few of those, and the end result wasn't too good for that individual. Because vengeance is the Lord's. He will repay. So that's why I teach and try to tell young people, when somebody hits you, you don't have to hit them back. You don't have to fight. I mean, what does fighting do? Because what somebody do unto you, it's going to be done unto them. Believe me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. That reminds me of a job that I worked on. That I was trying my best to make it to this job, make it on time, having car problems. And the supervisor did not like me. For whatever reason, he did not like me. And that was his opportunity to get me out. And he did. He did just that. I got fired from that job. But I walked out with my head up. I didn't say nothing to him. I didn't say nothing to the human resource officer. I just signed what I had to sign and walked out the door. I got a phone call I got two phone calls. The first phone call was about two or 3 days after I got fired. A coworker called me and said that he said that you didn't say anything. You didn't try to fight it. You didn't say nothing. You didn't say anything. This is like you wanted to be fired. No, I didn't want to be fired. I just knew what goes around comes back around. That's what they mean by that karma. So I got another call I think during the summertime. It was about 2 months afterwards. And that same supervisor that fired me had got fired. And guess what? And this will happen too. This will happen. I know will happen. His record, I can go back. See, the only thing I just couldn't get to work. My vehicle had towed up, and I just didn't have a way to work. And then when I did get a way to work, that's when he fired me. But he didn't tell me that over the phone. You see what I'm saying? That's deceptive. He could have said, if you don't come to work today, then you already missed 3 days, you can't come. He didn't tell me that. He told me, come on in, I got you. Yeah, he had me all right. He had me. But guess what? As of today, if I wanted to, which I don't want to, I could go back there. I'm eligible for rehire. The human resource officer, and he had a weird look on his face. And he stomped on there. He's eligible for rehire, handed it to me. He said, you can come back whenever you want to. Even the supervisor told me that. After 90 days, you can come back. I didn't go back. But when that supervisor got fired, he was not able to come back because his severity of what he did was not tolerable. He cannot come back ever. He cannot even step premises on the grounds of the job. He can't be nowhere. I think he was within 100, 300 feet or something like that of the job, something like that. But anyway, he cannot come back. And they tried to get me to come back and everything. Now you can come back, but no, I didn't go back. No, God had other plans for me. And so don't worry, don't stress. That's what they talking about when they talking about that karma. Now some people take it to another extent and another degree, but to sum it up in a nutshell, that's what they talking about. That's what that karma is. What you do to somebody else is going to be done unto you. And sometimes it's going to be done unto you worse. That's scripture. And that karma they talking about, that's scripture. And I believe in that. I really do. And some other incidents, but I'm not going to go through all that for the sake of time. But it's A lot of things could happen. I'm talking about some severe stuff that can happen. Like you go out and kill somebody, and then you don't never get caught. You don't think you done got away, and then turn around, you don't kill. I know this done happened too. A guy I know killed somebody. Well, I don't really know per se. I don't really know that. I just assume that. I just have been hearing that. And that, I mean, but anyway, that was years ago. That guy dead. See, the guy that killed him, that's why they ain't looking for him no more. Cause the guy that killed him, he dead too. Somebody killed him. So, and I've seen this happen too. I've seen a guy beat up somebody and then turn around. He didn't even know this was coming. And somebody took him and beat him down. And it wasn't the family either. It wasn't the other person's little group they had either. It was just somebody just didn't like, I don't know, for whatever reason, didn't like something about him. It was an old something or something. But anyway, he got beat up too. So that's what they talking about that karma. So when I see that, I mean, I already know what they talking about. They've been through it. They've seen people go through it. I even seen businesses go through it. I even seen churches go through it. That can get very serious. And then as a country, we need to be very careful about how we do other countries. Especially countries where God considers that's his country. A lot of people don't understand and believe that either. But read your Bible and you'll find out. And we living in some crucial times to where anything can happen. Anything can happen. I ain't surprised what will happen. I'm praying that some things don't. And I know we all are. But it's some things that has been set in motion and in place can none of us do anything about. It's going to happen. Like the end of time is going to happen. All of us going to die. That's going to happen. Ain't nothing we can do about that. There's other things too that's not as severe. But it's just some things that's going to happen. You just got to be prepared for it. You just got to get prepared. And man, treat everybody right. Treat everybody. Be nice. Be kind. And don't let it be a phony because they know. Man, that's another thing. I'm with a lot of people on this about this fake and phony stuff. I don't like that either. And I understand why people are all upset and uproar about that because sometimes they get under my skin. Either you real or you not. Either you do it or you don't. Now, a lot of people that just do it. That's what I do. I don't understand you. But then them people that doing stuff and your back turned, you better be careful. I'm telling you. And I ain't just talking about individuals like friends, buddy, family, or whatever like that, enemies. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about be careful on your job. Because you don't never know who plotting and planning to get rid of you. Who's jealous of you. Who's envious of you. You know, there are a lot of people don't want you to speak up. Man, this is a free country. We can say whatever we want. I mean, to a certain degree now. To a certain degree now. Don't just go out there just saying whatever you want to say. Hey, you can't do that. You can't do that. You ain't run somebody just threatening somebody and all that stuff like that. You can go to jail. But you know what I'm talking about. Man, you just exposing some stuff that you know that's going on. You just ain't sugarcoating. Some folk can sit up and sugarcoat that. I don't sit up and sugarcoat that. No. God didn't call his people to sit up and sugarcoat. That's just not in his people. Now, if you are part of his people, then you ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Then some people just like that. Then some people just don't sugarcoat anything just cause that's just their nature. They just raised up, they just born like that. They just ain't blood. They ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. But you got a lot of people sweeping stuff under the rug or whoever they want to. And they might do something different with you. So this do what somebody else do, you can't do that. I've seen a lot of that done. Somebody else get by with it, but you may not get by with it. Because look, they already had to get you anyway. I remember I was working on a job one time, and I knew the head man of the plant told me that they trying to get you out of here. Sure is, he told me that. Sure was. That's what he told me. But he still helped me. See, that's the favor. That's the favor that you have. God's favor on your life. A lot of people sometimes people don't understand that. And you be careful who you do what you do to. You don't know who that favor is on. You may do something to somebody and God's favor is on them, you're in a whole heap of trouble. Sure, yeah, you'd rather millstone be cast around your neck, cast into the depths of the sea. That's what the Bible said. And you offend one of his little ones. And little ones, he's talking about us. Yeah, the little G, he's talking about us. So we have to be careful of how we treat others. This is my New Year's thing every year, is to be nicer and nicer and kinder every year. That's hard to do. Trust me, that's hard to do. Some folk make it hard to do. Really do. Children, if you work in any kind of school system or anything like that, children will make it hard to do. There's some children that are just angels. They're just sweet as pie. But you got some, boy, woo. Yeah, they got a chip on their shoulder. So, and they don't like you, you're in trouble. Really, trust me. They're going to give you the blues. Trust me, I know. So, let's just do the right thing. Let's just point blank. Just, treat people right. Do right by people. And you'll be all right. Trust me. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Just do. If everybody could just love everybody and treat everybody right, we'll be all right. Trust me. This country would be all right. But this country is in trouble. I'm telling you. And a lot of things ain't happened yet that's going to happen. But we are in trouble. I can't speak for other countries. But this country here, you do your research and you check it out. You check things out. It ain't what the media saying it is. It ain't what Trump saying it is. It ain't what all these politicians saying it is. It ain't what nobody's saying it is. It ain't even what it look like. That's just a smoke screen. But trust me, it ain't what you think it is. If you do your research, you check, you search, you will see that it's not like that. We are in trouble. I tell you, if this country get into the wrong hands and stay too long, we will go to ruins. Trust me. Y'all gonna look back on this video one day, and y'all gonna say, I may not be here when it happens, but y'all gonna say, I hope it don't happen. I pray. I'm praying every day that don't happen. I am. But if you read the Bible and you go to church and you hear these preachers that's preaching the truth, every one of them ain't preaching the truth. But if you go to one where they're preaching the truth, you'll find out. Look, this world is gonna soon come to an end. It is. They're going to soon come to an end, and ain't nothing nobody can do about it. If it get this way, if it gets so far out, some things can get so far out of hand that you can't even handle it anymore. I done been there before. I done been in situations, I know how it is. I done been in situations where some things kind of escalated, and it kind of got out of hand, and it wasn't nothing I could do from then on. So you just had to check another source. You had to get some assistance. But if it ain't no assistance there, then whatever happens, happens. And sometimes it don't end too good. So we just need to be mindful of that. Just love everybody. Treat everybody right. And do right by people. When you do right by people, you bring something on your life. You bring favor on your life for one thing, and that's what you want. You want that on your life to where you have some help down here. Because if I didn't have help down here, I don't have my mom and dad. My mom and dad is deceased. I got my sister, but she lives a little piece from me, and she got a busy schedule. So, but they can't, and even your friends and relatives can't help you in some things. Some things you just have to just get on your knees and pray and depend on God. Because a lot of times that's what God wants you to do anyway. Just get on your knees and pray. I mean, you can pray some things in a different direction that it's headed. Sometimes those things be happening so you can get on your knees and pray for a different direction. But you ain't talked to them for a long time. Yeah, he ain't heard from you in a long time. He ain't heard from you in a while. And God's a jealous God. So, just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing by people. And just watch things happen. Watch things happen to you. Some good things to happen. We all want good things to happen to us. I know I do. We all do. Love you.